All righty. Okay, welcome to our Team Infinity Zoom call. It is Thursday, May 25th, 2017, heading into Memorial Day weekend. Woohoo! All right. You guys have any plans for the weekend?
No, not really.
No.
I was planning to be at the lake house, but we can't close until June 6th. So
That's coming right up.
I know it's frustrating, but I guess we're going to spend the weekend cleaning this house so that we don't have to worry about it the rest of summer.
Nice. Well, I love the color of your walls.
Ah, thanks.
Really
That's my dining room.
beautiful. Love it. And Woody, you've got the little breeze going out there behind you.
Oh yeah, this is nothing though. I was in Desert Hot Springs, which is a little bit right next to Palm Springs. I was on a roof, and I've been all over roofs, and I thought today, how ironic, I get blown off a roof because it was that bad.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Well, I had somebody who was going to meet me for a presentation last night online and couldn't because of tornado watch.
Oh.
Wow.
I know.
Well,
And
you have Tennessee and stuff, right?
pardon?
Was that Tennessee?
No. Trying to think where they were right now. Shoot. Let's see. Tornado watch. Oh, she was in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the whole band. Yep.
Yeah. Crazy. Well, I'm up here in beautiful Northern California, and it's a gorgeous sunny day. And my son and his wife and my grandbaby Mabel just arrived into town.
Oh, awesome.
I don't get them tonight. They're at the in-laws, the mother's family.
Yeah.
I think that's the way it's going to work. The mothers always get the, kind of like they go with the mother's family more. And I remember that now, and I'm like, oh man, I should have been more conscious of that when I was bringing my kids up. They always stayed with me, my mom and dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
And now I understand why my husband's dad wasn't always that happy.
The mom makes the rules.
Yeah, but anyways, I get them all day tomorrow. We're going to the beach, and we're going to have dinner over here, and so I'm super excited.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I don't have a big agenda mapped out for tonight. I just kind of I was hoping Michelle was going to join us and give us some highlights of the Promptings Academy that she went to up in the Seattle area.
Yeah.
And I talked to Julie Hansberry just online. She helped put that whole event on, and she said that when I told her, I said, oh yeah, I have a gal, one of my sponsors there, and it was her first event ever, and I said her name, and I said, did you meet her? And then she goes, oh, first she didn't remember, and then she goes, is she the one who had a flat tire on the way? She was late to get a flat tire. I said, I don't know. She didn't mention that to me, but I have a picture of her because the picture she sent us all with Jordan. So I sent it to Julie, and she goes, oh yeah, that was her. And she's such a sweetie. And it was just like amazing that she made it through the pass and that she'd have this flat tire. And,
Oh my gosh.
Michelle is a trooper. I swear.
Yeah.
She just keeps a positive face no matter what is going on. And she's had a lot of challenges. She has a daughter who has battled with childhood leukemia. And all kinds of stuff. So,
Well, I'd like to talk about Promptings Academy a little bit because I was hoping to have some of my team on here, but they may watch the replay.
Yeah.
And Tracy and I already have all of our travel arrangements for Houston. We have our room, we have our tickets to the Promptings Academy. And I put out an email to my team today. So anybody in my team who's watching this, if you're in this Nebraska group, we're going to Houston, and you need to come with us. And Promptings Academy, for people who don't know or haven't been there, it's pretty hard to describe. I imagine it's kind of like Neil Armstrong describing to us people on Earth what it's like to walk on the moon, because unless you're there, you just have no idea. But it will help you in your business, whatever your business is. It will help you personally. And I had a personal epiphany at one of the Promptings Academies. And It will help you with send out cards, obviously. It will show you the heart of the company, the heart of the founder of the company, and why you're doing this, why the company was started, what it's all about. And even if you aren't that interested in pursuing send out cards, it's extremely valuable. So team, come with us to Houston. If you're not in the Nebraska area, go to your Promptings Academy, wherever it may be. As what Shelley said, events change everything. So now I'm hashtagging events change everything on my Facebook post because that was profound.
Yeah. Yep. I'm sure her light just went on brighter than ever, having gone to that.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm so glad she went. Yeah. Thank you for that, Sue. Well said. I love that. It's like being on the moon, if you're trying to describe what that would be like. Yeah, you know, every time I've been to any of the events, you know, they used to be, what were they called before the promptings?
Treat them right.
Treat them right, yeah. And I know they've changed some. And then the only Promptings Academy I've been to is that convention, but definitely every single time you have epiphanies, because you're in a different place, you know, in your life. And if you really take those exercises seriously and you really dig down deep inside yourself, then you are going to have a shift take place. And, you know, that's internal, and what we have happen internal shines external. And when we can clear that stuff that might be holding us back in any regard, you know, with our businesses, with our relationships, whatever, then we're just going to be, you know, more effective in our own lives and in touching the lives of other people. So, and you know, for the price too, what a great business building opportunity. Like you said, Sue, whether a person wants to build send out cards as a business, or if they're looking to, you know, take their insurance business or their real estate business or their retail business or whatever they have to another level, they're certainly going to learn the tools to do that there.
Absolutely.
I'm glad you guys are going. That's awesome.
Yeah, we're excited. We're very excited. And, you know, what I look forward to the most is the party after the party. Mm-hmm. So, or the meeting after the meeting, whatever you want to call it. But when everybody's sitting around at the end of the night, maybe having a cocktail and talking about each other's epiphanies, and you learn so much from getting other people's reactions to the same thing that you just saw.
That's right. Everybody takes away something different. They hear it differently, and yeah, so that's awesome. And Woody, what's been going on with you? You signed up a new
yeah
NDA this week and some bundles, and tell us about that.
Well,
so did you, Sue, didn't you? I saw a bunch of new enrollments come in this week from also shout out to Don Hughes. He's like the quiet one back there, you know. He just keeps enrolling people. Don't hear much from him, but anyway, Don, if you're watching, good job.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome job. Woody, what's been going on with you?
When Sue and Tracy, about 3 weeks ago, said, you know, how long it takes to get somewhere, and then we talked about the populations and things, I really put a push towards 3 big areas that have no send-out cards in them, really. And it's Palm Springs, has a couple people, but nobody down there with any push. The high desert, and then Temecula. And I put that in my brain. And I met somebody in Temecula. All of a sudden, I have a new customer down there, and I'm going to the B&I down there. So it's all spreading. And it is like an hour and a half each way. But the beautiful thing is, in my mind, is all I'm looking for is to get known, get send-out cards, and find a distributor in those areas that I help promote. And so one popped out of the blue. I didn't even expect it. He goes, "What? This is the bundle?" Yeah, I said, "Yes, Ralph. This is the best bundle for what you're doing." He goes, "For $50, I can make money with this network or multi-level marketing thing." And I went, "Yes, you can." He goes, "That's a no-brainer." And then we began to talk, and he's got agents from San Diego all the way up to Fresno that he deals with on a daily basis. And he's the kind of guy that'll go, "Look, this is working for me. You really got to do this. Here, let me help you sign up." So, And then I'm going down to Temecula, and I've got the same thing going in Palm Springs, and I'll meet with them next week. And that's just, and I have another meeting Friday with somebody here too, another prospect for a distributor.
So there's like three main things that just popped out for me that you did. Okay, first of all, you're like always listening and always taking it in and always kind of watching other people and so eager and willing to try new things. So you were listening to Sue and Tracy and about how they live in this little area and they have to travel far away and everything. And so you thought, hey, good idea, right? Not so much
I can do it.
sometimes, but maybe I should try that. So secondly, you were willing to do it. You set an intention. It was like, well, I've just got to find a leader in those areas, and then they can build those areas. That's all I got to do.
Yeah.
So it's like that. You had what I feel from you, Woody, is no resistance. It's like, okay, great idea. Okay, I can follow what they're doing and do that. Okay, I've got an intention to find a leader. Bam, found a leader. And not only did you find somebody, just a distributor, you found someone who said that's a no-brainer and has the ability to enroll. And so you found the right person.
I think so. Yeah, I believe
so. We never know for sure, but,
you hope so.
That's the type of person you want to attract.
Yeah, but when somebody says that's a no-brainer, that's a good start, because that's exactly what I said. And it's like, why the hell would I not be a distributor? If I'm going to do this anyway, I can't imagine not making money at it. Why wouldn't I?
Yeah.
And it would never have occurred to me to do send out cards or anything else for that matter if there's an income opportunity and not take advantage of the income opportunity.
Yeah. I used to always say to people, it used to be $100 more to add on the distributor, and it was expensive to be a customer. Even it was like $199 or something. There was like 3 different choices, but I used to say, for $100 decision, and now it's only a $50 decision. It's pretty simple, and then you can have your URL on the back of all of your cards instead of mine. But if you want mine on there, I'll cash the checks. That's okay. And they would always go, no, I want that. It's kind of like that little takeaway,
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm not going to pressure you into it. I'll cash those checks. No big deal. Thanks for putting my URL on the back of your cards.
Yeah.
Of course, we can't say that now. So
now it's custom branded.
If they get the custom brand package,
If they get it. So
that's another way to do sell the custom brand package. Well, if you want my URL on the back of your card, you're not going to be a distributor to do the custom brand package. That's okay. I'll take the business.
So I remember when I listened to Casey Eberhardt, not too long ago, and he said that you don't need a few people doing a lot. You need a lot of people doing a little.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that really stuck with me because it's what you're doing is if you can find a leader in different areas who are doing
for a quick sec. Let's see, AC, I see that you came in. We've got a little bit of background. If you could mute yours or put your camera on so we can see you if possible. But I think you might be bringing some kind of windy noise.
Because I was outside. Okay.
Yeah, I hear that. I was picking up in your mic.
Yeah, I was outside. That's fine.
Okay, good to have
Sorry.
you. Go ahead, Sue. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I don't have the same kind of population, but I drove to Oxford, Nebraska this week. Population 799. And I talked to an insurance agent who I was hoping was going to be my leader in that area, because my goal is to go to all these little towns in Nebraska and get a few people doing or a lot of people doing a little in these little towns. Well, didn't work out this time, but I'm not giving up. It didn't work out when I went to Gothenburg either, but my lake house is going to be closer to a lot of these little towns. So that's going to be, I don't have Palm Springs, but but I have Gothenburg.
Yeah.
But it's the same theory.
Yeah.
And the thing is, when Ralph said it's a no-brainer, and I just figured that he was in Apple Valley, which is population 18, 20,000. And I thought, oh, that's cool. That's small for out here. But then he started talking about agents, because I never know who people know and how big their reach is.
That's right.
And the prospect I'm meeting on Friday, I thought, well, you know what? We're talking about building a retirement for him. So I told him, 4-year plan, Kevin, and we'll just stick with me because I'm doing it. We'll do the same. And then he began to think, and he goes, and all of a sudden his network went from East Coast to West Coast to Northern California. And I'm like,
Right.
Wow.
I'm impressed. You'll meet somebody out there and their network goes all over the world.
Yeah, it almost makes me want to move to California, but not really.
Well, you know, you can find people that live outside areas where you don't actually have to go there also, because we've got cool tools like Zoom, you know.
Yes.
I've been working with this group of insurance agents who are in Florida, and I'm not going over to Florida. I get on Zoom, and I got on Zoom with, I think it started out with 5 of them. And then, you know, then they referred a couple more. And so now I just meet with them kind of individually when they have a new one that wants to know about it. And I don't have to even do very much because the other agents have already told them, and they've already seen the cards, and they've already seen some results. And so they just want me to show them basically what their choices are, you know, and I just go through the plans and packages and the compensation a little bit, show them a couple of campaign examples, and you know, they're ready to go. So, you know, you can find people outside the area and not have to actually travel there.
Yeah, I have a new distributor. Well, actually I can't remember what day he signed up. Matt Forth, I don't know if he was on, I don't think he was on last week, but he's in construction. And I was talking, his construction company is based in Lincoln, but he's in Grand Island, Grand Island's an hour from us and Lincoln is 2 hours. And I had been talking to the company. I think, Woody, you remember when I was asking you so much about the solar? So they do solar. Well, I was trying to talk to the people at the main office about about send out cards and telling them about the solar and everything, and they just would never get back to me. I mean, they'd make appointments and then not be there, and it was just so frustrating. And so when Matt joined my BNI, my first thought was, oh, geez, it's one of those guys, you know. But he is an absolute sweetheart, and he saw the benefit right away. And he said, you know, if my boss doesn't see it, that's fine. I'll be the top salesperson, and they'll be coming to me and asking me what my secret is. And then I'll sign them up and I'll make money off of them. And I went, wow, do you get it? Do you so get it? So Matt got a marketing bundle, and we met to get his custom branding and stuff going the other day. I really, really want to get him to Houston, Matt, if you're listening. And then another new member of my BNI is another guy who does different kinds of construction, and his name's Abraham. And he invited me to one of his other networking groups, and it's a lot of young people. They're very idealistic, and they, you know, have plans to do a bunch of community service and stuff. And I thought it was great. They were great people. A lot of them I talked to before. But then after it was over, Abraham, I told Abraham, I don't need to be the send out cards person in this group. You need to be the send out cards person in this group. You're already involved in it. You're a key member. They already know and love you. You're the one who needs to be the distributor. And he said, right. So I'm meeting with him and his wife tomorrow. And hopefully by the end of tomorrow, we'll have another new distributor.
Oh, wow. Fantastic.
Perfect. That's the way.
That's
Hey, do you want a copy of one of the campaigns the solar people send out for referrals?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Send me your distributor number. I'll share it.
I will. I'll put it on
WhatsApp. Okay.
Yeah.
I will too. Would love that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that Matt would love that.
It's a real simple concept. Take a picture and text. You'll see.
Okay. I was telling him about it, but it'd be good to have a sample.
Mm-hmm.
So do you guys want to see a demo of BizRunner, or you guys both know what it's like? So I can't remember. Somebody wanted to see a demo last week.
I'm starting to use it now because it's getting I've got 12 piles of little business cards, each
Yeah.
going to different towns, different BNIs. So my thing is I'm going to keep entering them in there, and then I'm getting the hang of it. It's just, I have to use it every day, then I'll get it.
Yeah, well, I could demo it if you want me to.
That's up to you, Sue. I am going to have to leave a little bit early, but I can leave it up and I can just turn my volume down. And
I have to be done by 6 also.
it's only 9 minutes. Should we do it a different time, or do you keep?
Okay, we can do it a different time. I mean, somebody was asking about it last week, and I don't rememp who it was.
Appreciate your willingness to do that.
Yeah.
I use WT Powers, of course, because that's my company. but
Yeah.
I like that there are options for people, because there's some great options, and that one is, I'm sure, great because it's send out card specific.
Yeah, and I actually, I don't keep up on it 100%, but I usually get stuff entered in there eventually within a few days.
I like the fact that it puts the appointment in the calendar. I mean, I saw one and went,
Yes.
oh, I have an appointment. I have to look and see what that is. And even though I already knew, but I know it's going to get more complicated. So I mean,
Yes.
more.
It does get complicated. You need to have something that you can
Yeah.
keep your notes every time you work with a person, and you can set new appointments every time. I couldn't live without that.
I have such a bad short-term memory that if out of sight, out of mind. So if somebody tells me follow up in 4 weeks, well, in 4 weeks, I don't even remember that I ever met them, you know? So
Yeah.
the BizRunner reminds me why I was supposed to follow
Copious
up.
notes. I know. I don't know. I don't know what you keep like unlimited notes, but every time I talk to a person, I'm typing while I'm talking to them, and that contact manager. So before I call them back, I read everything we've talked about.
Well, and even just to remind if I send brownies or a card or something, I put that in BizRunner. So, you know, and if I'm wanting to reconnect with somebody, I'll look up and see what I've sent them before, because I don't want to send them the same thing again.
Right.
You can do that by looking in your activity log in send out cards, but it's not as convenient because you have to click on each thing. Unless you keep notes, you can keep notes in send out cards too.
Well, and I try to follow up in different ways. So, like, I'll send a video via email. And then I'll send maybe a link via text, and then a gift and a card. So, and that reminds me of what I've done, and so I try to vary my ways of following up.
It's awesome. Hey, you guys, I don't remember if I was here last week because I've been on a trip. I think I was gone because it was the Mother's Day holiday. I don't think I was here.
I think it was to send a card every day. Wasn't it to send a card every day was a challenge?
Okay, because I'm sorry, I have to admit I didn't watch the video because I was gone for a week.
Oh, well, I could be wrong too,
So I pretty much do that all the time, almost. Sometimes I don't send a card a day, but I might send 5
10 on the day.
batch them, you know. So that's a great habit to form.
So it's about time, usually around the 20th of the month is when I schedule all my birthday cards for the following month.
Okay.
Good idea.
Yeah. So and I don't know if you guys know that. I mean, you guys know this, but I don't know if everybody knows this, but I have birthday cards I've created for men and women. And I just save them as a campaign, and I set them to go out on birthday. So when I go to schedule my cards for the month, I'll look on my calendar and see who's having a birthday, and just go to the man or woman birthday card and click on send, and then it goes out on their birthday.
Yeah.
Or the week before their birthday. Well, I don't know if everybody knows that. So you don't have to actually schedule a specific day. If you have your campaign set to go on birthday, it'll go at the right time.
Right. I told people that. I still don't know how to do that, but I tell people.
Yeah, but then the key is, and I have some businesses doing that too, but the key is that you must schedule those by about the 20th or 21st, because it goes out a week before their birthday. So if somebody's birthday is June 1st, it's too late to schedule.
It'll go next year if you
Right. Yeah.
I know. I've had
So,
somebody had that happen and they weren't really happy, so you have to keep on it.
yeah, but if you schedule them, so I could just kind of like have it in my head that by the 20th, I schedule my birthday cards for the following month.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
There was something I wanted to say about that. I was working with one of those insurance agents, and I was showing her the contact manager and that you could add in birthdays and anniversaries. And she said, "Oh, I would definitely do the birthdays, and I will definitely do a referral card, and some periodic tips. But I wouldn't want to do an anniversary because that's really personal." And I don't know why it didn't click for me at the moment, but I texted her later and I said, you could use the anniversary as the anniversary of the day they signed their policy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I had not. It's like, hello, of course.
Yeah.
The anniversary of the day they became your customer.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you've been teaching people?
Yes.
Yeah.
You guys are smarter than I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Although, I mean, well, the thing about wedding anniversaries is that you can get into trouble when people get divorced.
We had the first week in send out cards and they were showing me how it worked. They said, I wouldn't advise this. So, because of what you just said.
Because of that.
You just never, unless you really know them, What's funny is that I had my 34th wedding anniversary last week. Yeah. And I did not get any cards from any of my family, but my sister had her wedding anniversary this week, and I sent her a card, of course, because send out cards reminded me to. Now, I absolutely would not have remembered it without send out cards. I know that. But I got a text from her, and she thanked me for sending her a card, and I just, I've come to expect that my family now expects cards from me because they're used to it, but they don't expect to send me one. So, and it's just the way it is. But I'm not angry about it or anything. I just kind of laugh about it.
So I don't have a specific challenge for the week, but I'm going to challenge you guys to think about something. And maybe we could share some ideas. But every year I think about doing this and then I don't do it. And I would really like to do it this year. So I would love your guys' thoughts on it and any input if you think it's a good idea, if you think you can improve on the idea. But you probably all have heard that statement, Christmas in July.
Mm-hmm.
You heard that before?
Yeah.
So every year I think, I want to send a Christmas in July card. And what I want to do is I just want to let people know, hey, I know it's really long, early to be thinking about Christmas, but it does sneak up on us. And so I wanted to get a jump start on it this year and remind you or let you know about all the cool things you can do with send out cards when the holidays come around.
That's not a bad idea.
And then just put some of the things that they don't know that they can do maybe, with send out cards. So that, because I always end up getting into that crunch toward the holiday time. And then it's like, shoot, there's so many people I want to contact and I haven't. And then I get busy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out all of a sudden people are using Shutterfly or Tiny Prints or Walgreens or whatever. And I'm like, darn, I should have sent something out much sooner.
I have people who are send out cards customers of mine who have sent me Shutterfly cards.
Wow.
I just go, what are you thinking?
So I don't know what you guys think about that idea about Christmas in July and just planting the seed early.
Yeah,
Yep.
I think it's a good idea. I don't know if I would do it in July so much. I think that October would be the perfect time to do it.
But I think what Jason's saying is that there's a hook thing, Christmas in July. People do stuff like, I know in the mountains they do Christmas in July or Christmas in something, and they go out and they fix people's homes or they bring gifts to people that need it. And so I see your point because it's like in their brains. Oh, Christmas in July.
People have heard that statement, and I don't know if everybody knows what it really is.
I don't even know what it is.
I didn't really know what it is either, and I thought, well, I'll just make up my own thing, and I'll just tell them, hey, I heard of Christmas in July, and I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I haven't pieced it all together how I would do it, but I thought I might just plant an early seed, and then it could be followed up in October, and then they'll be more likely maybe to go, oh yeah, I remember that funny card in July.
I've got a picture of a Christmas tree on a beach I took down in Fort Myers. It's perfect for that.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
Christmas in July. I love it.
I'll do it. And then follow up, though. The follow-up in October is important because then people will remember.
So are you going to send that to your customers? Is that what you're thinking?
Customers and all my family that don't send me cards.
Yeah.
Sending it to people who
Well, totally expect one from you.
I have people who send me Christmas cards, but they're not send out cards. And
Exactly.
most of the cards I get are send out cards. But I've kept all the ones that come from Walgreens and stuff. They're not nearly as good.
No, they're not.
So I just thought maybe I would, like, here's one thing that they don't realize, right? Is that when you send somebody a send out card, it's a 5x7 ready to put it into a frame.
Yeah.
And when people send those flimsy little Walgreens ones, what do you do with it after that?
Yeah, I usually keep them for a couple months and throw them away. Yeah.
Or put it in a scrapbook or stick it in a box or throw it away. But these, if you do a really good quality card, people could frame it. If it's family members or whatever, they'll keep them. That's one thing I want to put in my card.
That's a good hook. Frame it. Yeah.
Well, Tracy, when you get your ideas all put together on the advantages, put it up on our Team Transcendent page.
Okay, well, I'm looking for collaboration, so
Okay.
That's my challenge, is come up with something cool and let's share those ideas and see how we can do it without making it seem corny, or I don't care if it's corny, but obnoxious. I want it to be like they appreciate getting that.
I'll put up the picture of the Christmas tree if you want. You can have it.
I think that'd be cool.
Okay.
It's Christmas in July, Christmas tree.
If we can come up with the perfect card with all of our collaboration, then we can share it to everyone.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
I like
I
it.
wonder if anyone's done anything like that on Sincere. We should probably search, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I stayed longer than I thought I was going to stay. So, awesome. Well, you guys have a wonderful and safe Memorial Day weekend, a memorable Memorial Day weekend.
And you too.
You too.
Have a fabulous, productive week. AC, I don't see your face, but glad you're here.
Yeah, I'm on the phone, unfortunately, and I forgot to turn on the video. Yeah.
Glad you made it.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, have an awesome, awesome week. See you next week.
You too.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.